Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about a bag that I recently picked up from MARC JACOBS that kind of checks off two first-time boxes for me, so one of which being the first ever item that I've purchased directly from the MARC JACOBS website, but also it's my first denim bag. So the bag in question is this little cutie right here. This is the dual chain mini bag from MARC JACOBS, and it's in the sequin daisy denim. So I was super excited to pick this up, and I feel like the dual line is not really talked about, like especially in comparison to their really popular line where it spells out what type of bag it is. So it's like the tote bag or the bucket bag, which for me personally is just not a style that I like. But I thought that these dual bags were such good options to consider, especially if you like this sort of flap style bag. When I first saw this released, I fell in love with it instantly, but I just wasn't prepared to pay that amount for a denim bag. But lo and behold, it went on a super discount, and so I was super excited to pick this up. Unfortunately, it is now sold out on the Canadian website, but I thought this video would be helpful anyways if you were eyeing any of their other dual chain mini bags, because they do come in a lot of different finishes. I think at the moment it's currently just in different leathers, but yeah, I think they'll probably release other versions as well. I'll leave timestamps below in case you want to skip around, but I'm going to do my usual sort of video, so go over the purchasing process, pricing, a little overview of this bag as well, and then try to do some mod shots and a what fits. So starting off, it was super seamless purchasing off of the website. Unfortunately, I live in Canada and there is a return fee. You can't, I think, return it to a physical store anyways, or if not, they won't accept it. So either way, you will be charged, I believe, a return fee, which is unfortunate, but luckily I was super happy with this, so no need to worry about that. But they shipped via DHL and it literally took less than 3 business days for it to arrive on my doorstep from the US as well. And considering that I'm from Canada, I wasn't charged any additional duties or fees or anything. So super happy with that. It came fully factory wrapped. However, it was unfortunate that there was no additional packaging or stuffing within the shipping box. So this was kind of like bumping around in the box, but I checked, everything looks great. So there are no issues with that. Of course, in terms of what it came with its bright yellow hang tag right here. So that is that. And here is just the general information there if you're curious. And then it also came with its little care booklet. And it also came within the bag its little dust bag as well. So it came with everything, and yeah, it's in perfect condition, no issues or flaws at all that I can see. So original price for this is $390 Canadian, but I managed to grab it for 60% off, so it was $156 Canadian. Like I said, unfortunately it is currently sold out, but I imagine they'll probably have some decent sales, I would say, come November, or holiday sales as well. So keep your eye out on any of the other models if you're interested. Now moving on for a quick overview of this bag. I believe this is actually the smallest bag size you can get from the dual line, but I still think it's quite a good amount of room, especially to fit everything that you would need for a night out or anything like that. I will leave the dimensions of this bag on the screen for you to reference, but it does have these chains for the straps, and it comes with the 2 grommets on either side, so it allows you to easily use this as a shoulder bag, but also crossbody. For me, the chains are a little bit long. I'm quite short, so I'm about 5'2", 5'3". So for me, this is a very generous drop length. It's about 12 inches, and it fits really easily on my shoulder. When I do convert it as a crossbody, I find it is too long on me. Like, it doesn't hit where I prefer my crossbodies, but you can adjust it in certain ways, and I'll probably show you during the mod shots as well, a way you can shorten the straps. I will likely wear this as a shoulder bag anyways, so really no problem with that. And with the extra drop length, I think it'll be really convenient if I have anything like a chunky sweater or a thicker jacket or something to put this over. So this is what the bag looks like. For me, I love that this denim has a fade to it and that it's not just a solid denim color. I think it just really adds to the overall look of it. So really happy with that. And then of course it has all these different sequin daisies, and I really love how it's really organic. So it's not like identical on both sides, like super symmetrical or anything. I love how it's just super organic, and I think it's really well done. The only major branding is this little metal plaque at the back of the bag. And aside from that, on the front, it has their usual MARC JACOBS turn lock. So really, really nice and easy to open and close. And it just has the little J's on that. Opening it up, it just follows on the inside flap the denim. And then again, some more daisies just on the base of the bag. And then inside it looks like this. So it has a full back zippered pocket there. And then on the other side, it has 4 built-in card slots. So you can really use this and maximize the space. If, let's say, you go without even a wallet or a card holder, you can just use the card slots directly in the bag. The zipper is really nice to open and close. And then the inside there is just a fabric lining. So really, really nice. The one thing that I don't particularly love is that the interior lining is a polyurethane lining. I really wish they would either keep with just a simple fabric lining or maybe use actual leather. So that's just something that I don't particularly love. I just feel like, especially their polyurethane, it just doesn't feel that great. So not my preference as a lining, but either way, it still looks really great, and I'm really excited to be using this bag. I think this is a cute detail. On the bottom, it really looks like denim, so it has this kind of tan-colored thread, and it's just 2 lines of this stitching right here. So again, really subtle, and I think that is a really nice touch and good attention to detail. I think that's quite a nice little touch to this bag. But yeah, I'm going to do some mod shots and also talk a little bit about adjusting the strap as well. And then I'm also going to show you what fits in the bag. All right, so I just put a couple things in this bag to weigh it down a little bit, but other than that, I have nothing else, no other modifications. So as it stands as a shoulder bag, this is about a 12-inch drop. And for me, this is what it looks like. So I do have a small body frame, about 5'2", just for reference, but as you can see, there is a substantial amount of room under my arm, so really comfortable, and I feel like it could be pretty accommodating for most people. However, for me, I find as a crossbody, it does lay way too long, so easily adjustable. If you pulled the chain through, become a crossbody, but it is literally hitting my thigh and definitely way too low and not where I like to carry this bag. So what I normally would do is probably shorten the strap, and there's a super easy way to do this, even if you have a piece of string or anything like that. So if I just pull this back through, especially for any bags that have these 2 grommets like that, if you open the bag up, you can see that the chain peeks out on either side. So depending on how much you want to shorten the strap, you can actually tie something around this and then it will shorten it accordingly. So for me, I actually can utilize this little piece right here, and it does have a super easy opening right here. So I can easily stick the straps through this. I would say it shortens it about, I want to say like 4 inches or so, but this also allows you, if you have some sort of ring, to really easily take advantage of it being the shoulder bag or a crossbody bag, because it allows the chains to easily move through it. So that is just what it looks like on the inside. But now the strap drop is about 10 inches, and this is what it looks like on me now. And then if I pull it through, again, have no difficulties doing that, even with the ring. It now it lands way higher up. So I'm likely either just going to use this as a shoulder bag, or if I utilize the ring, I can then use it crossbody. But yeah, I hope it was helpful, and I'm going to now show you what fits in this bag. All right, so I've gone ahead and filled this bag up with what I would probably bring around with me, but keep in mind, really, if you swap a couple things out here and there, you can really play around, I would say, with the size capacity of this. I love that there's no additional divider or anything in the middle of this bag, so I feel like you can really utilize the space. So as you can see, there's absolutely no bulging or anything, and those are all of my items. So I'm just going to go through them quickly. First, at the front here, I have my phone. This is a Samsung S22, and as you can see, there's plenty of space for this phone to fit, so it can definitely fit larger phones as well. And then moving forward, I personally would probably use a card holder for this, but I just threw in the wallet that I'm currently using, which is this compact wallet right here. This is the Louis Vuitton little wallet. Fits in here without any issue. And then I also have some keys right here. And I also have quite a chunky car fob as well, so it fits no problem. And on the back zippered pocket, I just have a couple things here. I have these Listerine breath strips right there. And then I also have this Laneige lip balm as well. And yeah, that's everything that fits in here. Even if I, let's say, took out this car fob, switched this over to a card holder, or even utilize these card slots, like if I stick everything back in, so I'm going to stick in the Listerine strips, the lip balm just at the back again, and then I'm going to stick my phone in there. Let's pretend I put my cards just on those card slots right there. There's already just all of that room, so I could throw in keys again. Let's see, there's that. I could throw in a charger. I'll just put that at the other end. I could throw in some medication as well. I don't know, some eye drops. I don't know, there's still plenty of room. And I could actually fit this car fob back in, so let's just do that. That is just with eliminating the compact wallet right here and utilizing the front card slots, let's say. So I feel like you can really play around with this with the space that you have. And even though it's like a mini bag, I still say it has a good amount of room in this bag for you to fit everything that you would need for a day or a night out. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you have any questions, definitely leave those down in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer them. But aside from that, thank you as always for taking the time to watch my video, and especially those that subscribe, I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.